Hi guys, welcome to another old school YouTube video. Today we're just going to cover off some basic stuff on Excel. Excel being a Microsoft software application that you can use to tabulate information and stuff like that, create spreadsheets. So if we have a quick look at the definition, I've just took a snapshot there from the internet. So it's a computerized application for organization, analysis and storage of data in tabular form, and they were developed to basically replace paper-based accounting, but obviously they have more uses than just being for doing accounts. So you can do your accounts, you can do like shopping lists, you could do a contact list, you can do all sorts of stuff, produce graphs, etc. So let's just run through some basic stuff for you. There'll be a few different parts. I've already made sort of a layout here just so you can just see some of the things we're going to cover off. But basically, there's too much to run through in just one video. These are just sort of basic stuff really. So let's go. So if we open up here, you can do, this is just a new spreadsheet for you. There's loads of different templates here. So if you wanted to find any of these, you can do that. Brochures, charts, marketing, databases, loads of stuff. But we don't need that for today. So what we're going to do here, let's cover off that item. So done. This is actually a spreadsheet. So done, we've told you what they are. We've told you how to pick a different spreadsheet. So if you wanted to do an invoice, there'll be an invoice on there, for example. So now we're just going to set up a table with 5 rows and 5 columns. So just really basic. So we've got to think of some things. I've already come up with a plan here. So if I copy that, let's go into sheet 1. This is what your Excel will look like when you first open it as a new spreadsheet. So I have nothing in it. All the columns will be the same width. All the rows will be the same width and height. But we want to create one. So today we're going to create shopping lists. So we can just call it shopping list rather than shopping. And we got the description of the item. So this could be, I don't know, eggs, bread, milk, chocolate. What else? Think of something. I don't know. Chips. All really basic stuff that you might want to get. When are we going to buy it? I don't know. What's today? 5th of the 5th, 21. So we're going to buy that. Let's just copy that down because we're going to go shopping all in the same day. How many eggs do we want? Let's go for 12. How much? Loaves of bread. 2, because there's a lot of eggs. Milk. We want some cups of tea, so I don't know, 2 pints of milk. Chocolate bars, essential to go with all your eggs. So we've got 2 loaves of bread, 12 eggs. Let's go for 6 chocolate bars and a bag of chips. Then we can put in here how much it's going to cost. So we can go, oh, we know 6 eggs is £1.20. So I don't know. Let's go for £2.40. Let's go for bread is £1.10. Sorry, that should be £1.20. £1.10. Milk, I don't know, 80p. Let's go for chocolate. So, I don't know, 6.50p each. So 0.5. Chips, let's say they're £2.50 a bag. So now we know how much of each we've got. Total of those, so 12, that's for 6, so we want 2 of them, that's £2.40. This is £2.20. Milk, I don't know, £1.60, £3 and £2.50. It's a really basic way of just creating a table of information, which is what you want to use a spreadsheet for, basically. So what else have we covered? So we've set up that, so done. Format cell to required info. So as you look on here, it's random. These are all sort of in their own way pre-formatted. So the description's in font, which is what you want. Date is in date format. Number is in number. Amount, if you notice here, this one's in pounds. These ones aren't. And these ones aren't. So what you can do is change the different cell formats. So if you click on here, format cell, look, you can choose all sorts of different stuff up here. Or what I find easier is if you right click it, format cells. Format cells will then bring you up this. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, so then you can pick the number, currency, count, date, whatever you want. So this one, it being a descriptive word, is just going to be general because it's just a general word. So that one's fine. Date, if we highlight these cells, format cells again, we can pick date, which it already has picked, but look at all the different types of date that you can actually pick. So you can go, I want it in this format, and then it'll show you the sample up there. You see it changing under sample. So we can now change that so we know 5th of May. So that looks better. Item numbers, they're going to be number, so they can be either number or general. General, but we can change them to number. If you put number though, you're going to get decimal places, which you can remove, or you can use that. So if it was thousands, it'd put a comma in there for you. But we're quite happy with general for general numbers. So we'll leave that. These ones is the currency. So we want this in your local currency. Format cells, currency. You can pick which symbol that you want to pick. We're going to go for pounds. Again, if you don't want these, you can take them off and it will do some automatic rounding. So if that was £1.80, it'd go to £2. Example. Okay, so we'll leave that. We're happy now. They're all in pounds. These should also be in pounds because they're a total of those. So format cells, currency, pound sign, okay, done. So now we have a list of items, we have a list of dates, we have a list number of each item or packs, and then we've got the amount and the total overall amount per item. Okay, so what else have we got on our list? So that's done. So now to make it look a little bit nicer, we might want to do some formatting of the cells. So if we go here, we can go, well, this top one, we want it to be able to see that that's different. So we can either go again, format cells here, and find the particular part you want down here, which is the same as right clicking. And you can go into border, so we can go, we'd like a nice outline, but what size do we want this outline? Do we want it thick like that? Do we want it thin like that? Do we want a dotted line? And whichever one you pick will be applied to that information that you're highlighting with the box. So as this is 5 columns, we also want to put in spaces down each one of these rows so that it separates each of the headings. Otherwise it will just be a box around it. So let's do this in the middle. You can also click diagonally, and not that you'd really want to, and then you can OK. As you can see, you now have a box around with each box around each. If you wanted to do the whole table at once, you can do that. And you can also decide around the outside, I want a thick line. On the inside though, I want thinner lines. When you do that, you'll see thick lines, thinner lines, but again, it's taken this off, so you might want to put that back. So thick size outline, that will then only put this around the selected cells, as you can see. Done. Shopping list though, you might want its own box around that, so you can format cells, outline again, outline. You might not. Done. So format cells, fonts, colours. So on here, once you have this set up and you think, yeah, that looks pretty cool, what do I want to stand out? Is there anything I want to stand out? Do I think something is going to be more expensive? So I might think that's expensive. Do I want it? If I've got the money, I'll click on it. I'll put it in red for now because that's the least important thing on my list. And, you know, I might not be able to get it. Just an example. Or you might want to highlight a particular cell and go, yeah, do you know what? I want it on this date. So actually, that highlights that cell. You can highlight all of it if you wanted. So you can go, bread. It's really essential I get that, so I need to highlight that. That's the first thing I want to get on my list. That's the least important down here. You can also use bold and all the other stuff that you normally would use. Bold, for example. So there you go, you're formatting the cells. That's done. Picture times and colours. So they're the simple things that we wanted to cover off here for you today, just on the basic first introduction to Excel. So if you like what you've seen and you'd like to see some more, obviously we'll be following through the rest of that list and getting you up to speed with some of the more features of Excel. Okay, for now, bye. See you in part 2. Like, subscribe. Stop this stupid thing.